Hi everyone, welcome to Readings with Sam. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay updated on all the amazing energies that are flowing through this channel, as well as feel free to leave a comment because I love hearing from you guys, what's coming up for you, what's resonating. Remember, whenever you're watching this is when you need it most, so even though I read on daily energies, if you're watching this a year from now, a week from now, or a month from now, you're watching this now because you're most ready to receive it. And with that, always take what resonates and leave the rest. These readings are just for your highest benefit, so if something is not resonating, it's all good. It's just meant for someone else. So today is Thursday, August 18th, 2022, and it's officially a third quarter moon. So this moon cycle is really 1 week out of renewing itself. So this is a really great time to readjust and kind of complete things and start winding down. Everything is revealed under the full moon. We're now a week after the full moon, so the energies are really starting to settle down slowly. So this is a really great time, again, to look at your goals, look at your intentions that you had set for yourself during the new moon, and see if there's anything that was illuminated during the full moon that would cause you to, kind of shift how you've been approaching it thus far. So the deck that wanted to speak to us is the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I know I'm excited for all the decks all the time, but Oracle decks are always so interesting because it gives such a unique message. So let's just dive into the reading day. Let's see what's going on for this week, and or let's see what's going on for today and with this third quarter moon and all that good stuff. So today's energy, I feel like, really has this sense of peace. Especially if you have been going through a lot of stress or challenge or tension lately, I feel like today the reading may really help you kind of move through that. So the energy overall today is represented by the eternal now. So the eternal now is a really amazing concept. Eternal Now talks about coming to the present moment. Now, we talk about the present moment a lot in spirituality. Everyone's always talking about come back to the present moment, come back to the present moment, come back to the present moment. And that is a very difficult thing to do as a human being because we have all these past experiences that are flowing through our brain that are constantly being processed, right? So it's very difficult sometimes to not live in the past and not constantly think about the past. At the same exact time, we're always also constantly freaking out about the future and what's going to happen in the future. So again, there's also this sense of you can't live in the future either. So the only thing that can actually bring you peace and actually bring you joy is to live in the present moment, because all that exists is the present moment, right? If you are someone that deals a lot with depression, this is a signal that you are stuck in the past. Or there is a sense of the past is weighing on you, or there's a sense of not being able to process what happened in the past, or not a sense of not being able to accept what happened in the past, or forgive what happened in the past. And the issue with being stuck in the past is that we are constantly creating our future only in the present. Right? The present moment is what creates our future. So if you're caught in the past a lot, it's very likely that your future will also reflect the past, because you're not seeing the current moment and you're not seeing the full future because it's just so colored by whatever happened in the past. Now, on the flip side, if you're someone that deals a lot with anxiety, anxiousness, things like that, then you are living too much in the future. You're worrying about all the decisions you have to make in the future and all the things that could happen in the future. And the whole thing with that is, guess what? You can't do anything about it. It's not here yet. It's kind of the whole, I have found myself really saying this a lot, but, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we even get there. That's a big thing that I think is really important to remember. There's no guarantee that the problems that are floating in your brain are even gonna happen, and to be mindful that you don't create them and attract these problems to you because you've been obsessing over what if they happen, right? So this is why relaxing in the present moment can really help bring new perspectives of both the past and the future, especially for someone that deals with both anxiety and depression, right? Then it's like you're just living in both the past and the future and not the present moment. Because the present moment really brings things in perspective. It really helps us figure out what is important right now. And it also helps us realize that right now, there may not be something that we have to be alarmed about, right? Because again, when we're living in the past, we're constantly dealing with trigger after trigger after trigger, and we're constantly on high alert for something that's over. It's done. Like, it's in the past. Like, it's not going to happen again, right? And if we're constantly freaking out about the future, it's kind of the same thing. It's not happened yet. So what's the point of worrying? Because even the things that we may be worrying about from the past and the future, when we come into the present moment, how important is it really in this moment right now? How urgent is the decision you have to make? Really? Or whatever it is, right? So again, coming to the present moment, especially if you've been dealing with stress, challenges, or tension, or anything like that, can really help you just breathe and really come to this place of acceptance of if there's things that are flowing through your brain that already happened, coming to the present moment can help you just be like, okay, is there anything I can do about this situation that can make me feel better? And if that answer is no, let it go. And if the answer is yes, then just take action, right? Same thing with worrying about the future. If you're worrying about the future, freaking out, come to the present moment. Is there anything that you can do right now in this moment to help your anxiety, to help your stress? And if the answer is no, let it go. It's a waste of time. It is. It's a waste of time. It's like procrastination is a waste of time, overthinking is a waste of time, all that stuff, it's a waste of time. But coming to the present moment and really just asking yourself, can I do anything about this right now? If it's a yes, take action. If it's a no, let it go. There's no point. Now, going into the advice is Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. And this is all about Christ consciousness. And this has nothing to do with Christianity or anything like that. This just has to do with Christ consciousness, which is represented by Jesus Christ, but is also represented by a lot of other gods, spirits, and goddesses throughout a lot of spiritual systems. Now, again, because this deck is talking about Christ, we'll refer to that. But I just want to really emphasize that this is not just for people who believe in Jesus Christ and find refuge in Jesus Christ, or if you believe in Christianity, this is for everyone collectively, and Cosmic Christ consciousness is the best language at this time to describe this level of consciousness. Now, this level of consciousness is all about unconditional love. Pure, unadulterated, unconditional love towards yourself, towards others, and to the world. And a big thing with this specifically is about giving unconditional love to yourself and allowing yourself for compassion, and remembering that just because you love someone or something with unconditional love does not mean that you have to sacrifice your whole life and become a martyr, right? So the eternal now really speaks about coming to the present moment, and the Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, comes about unconditional love and how you don't have to worry. If you are truly in this high vibrational consciousness of unconditional love, you don't have to worry. You can be stress-free because you know deep in your heart that all things are unfolding to the highest benefit and the highest alignment of all things. You know? So again, it's kind of these moments where it's really kind of, I feel like this reading overall is really just giving advice on if you've been feeling tension or stress or anything like that, or challenges, is what's really going to help you is coming back to the now and also accepting the energy of unconditional love. Love yourself with unconditional love. Love whatever it is in your life with unconditional love. So the other thing with Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ that I really want to emphasize is that this is a very intense level of self-love as well, right? So it's also kind of saying that you may be going through tension or stress or challenges because you're actually integrating Cosmic Christ consciousness. And what that means is you may be forgiving yourself a lot for things that you used to do that you're realizing is not helpful for you anymore, and to give yourself more unconditional love. Now, this has to do with maybe in the past you've been a people pleaser and you thought that pleasing others is an act of love, but you're realizing that it's actually self-sabotaging yourself, or it doesn't matter how much you give to others or cater to others, it does not make you feel good. That is not a sign of unconditional love. Unconditional love means that everybody involved, including you, is very happy and doesn't feel drained and feels just good and generous and charged and just alive. But if you come into any interactions or any moment where you feel drained or energetically stressed or anything where you're just like, oh, even if it's supposed to be good, even if it's supposed to be coming from a place of love, is it really coming from a place of love if literally it makes you go, oh, God, okay, I have to do this. Like, oh, all right. You know, like, does that look very loving? No. So this really has to do with changing your perspective on maybe past behaviors or past habits that you've done that you thought were acts of loves, but truly you're actually seeing is not. There's also maybe, we've been talking about how playing small is really not helpful. Maybe you're really being challenged with that, to take on more power, take on more responsibility. You know, this is another thing too. If you're integrating cosmic Christ consciousness, you are going to see that more people are really taking what you say seriously, are really listening to you, are really being influenced by you, that people are really seeing you with the light of respect, which means that you have the responsibility to be that light. And if you aren't good, then that means it kind of reverberates, right, outwards. So remember that you are worthy of whatever position the universe is placing you in. Don't be afraid of that. And if it feels like a challenge, know that it's because you're moving through past conditioning that made you believe that whatever it is that the challenge is, that the universe asks you to step up, you may have hidden that before because you thought it was better for others for you to hide it. But really, it's actually being revealed to you that no, the world needs you to be out there, right? So live in this cosmic heart consciousness. And again, when you come back to the eternal now, all of the stress and the challenge and all that may be able to dissipate because you'll be able to remind yourself, okay, what if this is really something that the universe is bringing to me because I need to move through it? What does that mean? What does that mean for me? So, the energy overall is really great. The energy is overall about transformation and really allowing for more love to come into your life. And to know that sometimes allowing more love in our lives can be uncomfortable because our world and our society sometimes doesn't have a lot of love in it. So sometimes when we get a big rush of love, we're like, whoa, what is this? What the hell? Not used to this. Not used to this level of acceptance. Weird. But remember, it's a good thing. And remember that you are amazing. It's time for you to actually accept yourself in a deeper and more loving way. So I hope you all have an amazing day today, really great energy today, and if you can really find the time to just be in the present moment and really remind yourself to come back to the present moment if today is being very stressful or, you know, moving forward, it would really help you to connect to this cosmic Christ consciousness of extreme unconditional love, intense forgiveness, really advanced levels of discernment, and a clear view on what is truly beneficial for everyone collectively and what is something that may have been beneficial up until this point but is now not as helpful as it used to be. So yes, I hope you'll have a beautiful day today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.